Do that right.
You in the mix with DJ Wax Spinner.
Nah, no more. You're on the X Radio here on Glocko, where you can find us every Thursday night at 6 p.m. And tonight we are having a discussion about domestic violence. And I got some of my folks, you know.
Yeah, welcome, sisters. Hey,
Yeah,
sisters.
welcome. I want to first and foremost say, happy birthday, Toucan.
Happy birthday, to.
Happy birthday, OG. Like, this wouldn't be possible without you.
Not at all.
So we want to salute the OG, Toucan.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Indeed, we do.
Also want to remind you can check us out live right now on YouTube. Go to YouTube, search Glockaware, and check us out. You'll see it says live.
Yeah, we're live.
So you can see us. Yeah.
We're here for it.
The other thing is, I do want to say, they're having
Technical difficulties.
all over live. What are we on? Instagram Live?
What we on?
Facebook Live?
Facebook? Oh, okay.
Facebook Live.
Okay.
So I want to say, first of all, if the roles are reversed, just reverse the roles, because I admit and acknowledge men suffer the same issues that women do as well.
Yes.
And it's not as common, it's not as talked about, but men are also survivors of domestic violence,
Yes.
mental abuse,
Yes.
and other things of that nature as
And
well.
we love to hear from you.
Yeah, actually we tried to get a few fellas.
Yeah, reach out. We want to see y'all on here.
For whatever reason, it didn't come to fruition. However,
Right.
I would like to hear, because I used to post stuff about narcissistic tendencies, things like that, and
Right.
men are like, they would write like, I really don't like that they
Right.
portray women as the victim all the time.
Right.
You know, it's men too.
I get that feedback as well.
And not all domestic violence is just physical.
Right.
Mental abuse is serious.
Mental is the absolute worst.
Yeah, because you're trapped. You really become like so depressed. You feel trapped a lot of times.
Yeah.
So, physical abuse is not the only type of abuse out
It's
here.
Definitely not.
So we want to address all of that today.
Verbal.
Yeah, we want to address all that today. Man, it's so good to be here.
I'm so happy
Hey.
to be amongst my sisters.
Yo,
We
we
got
in
all-
the building.
we got all
Uptown in
the-
the building.
We got all the look. I got
Doing
the
everything major.
fluorescent orange. Gigi got the yellow. I don't even know what
I'm
Shiz
out of
got.
sync.
Yeah,
I
Shiz
got
did-
pink though.
Shiz didn't miss. She missed the memo.
Y'all ain't
and-
even text me and tell me
My
nothing.
bad. I did not know.
We still in here.
And Cognac got on hot pink.
I'm hot.
Yeah,
I'm
she
hot.
said I'm hot too
always hot.
hot.
I was just trying to support my brother. Everything major.
Yeah, shout out Willie Major on his
Major.
new project and everything.
You better bring my stuff, bro.
So, you know, this was actually something that you guys wanted to talk about.
Mhm.
You know, you brought it to my attention, said, "Hey, why don't we do an episode?"
Yeah.
And
I remember that was a long.
It
that
was last year
It was
Yeah.
before
Yeah,
COVID.
COVID happened.
before COVID.
for sure. And said, you know what, we want to talk about this subject. It's important to us.
It's very important.
And so I'm glad that you guys stepped outside your box.
Thank you.
Not only to support me, but to also be transparent and share,
Yes.
Right.
you know, with
Yes.
us your experiences and stuff that, you know, we go
I read
through
them
that
on Facebook,
makes us
Levi.
grow.
Mhm.
Like, it's a lot of these things, like, we have experiences and a lot of times we victimize ourselves
Yeah.
instead of using it as that, you know, it might be a stupid stepping stone, but it's a stepping stone nonetheless.
Yeah, it's a major stepping stone when
Right.
you can acknowledge and be transparent
Right.
and willing to share openly.
Yeah, you know what? People have actually come at me about that before. They're like, why you talk about certain things? Like, that shit's kind of private. And I'm like, you know what? There's certain things that I just don't see as, we all go through shit, man.
Exactly.
We all go through shit. And a lot of times we go through the same shit but don't realize we go through the same stuff because we don't talk about it. We're too ashamed, or we're too afraid, or we're too prideful.
Right.
Our ego, I say everything always goes back to ego.
Yeah.
Ego gets in the way, and now
Yeah.
you have all these conflicted emotions and can't be true with self.
Right.
So one thing about these ladies, they're always
On point and raw. Just say what it is.
yeah, they say what it is.
I'm
Say
ready
what it is.
for us to get into it.
I
Though.
try.
Let's go.
Because I mean,
Let's go.
Yeah, go ahead. So what is it that you wanted to share? Of course, like domestic violence is wrong, domestic abuse is wrong, but it's so common.
it is.
And even a lot of people put up with it to a certain point, and they're like, oh, well, they're just that way, or da 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 da. Like, no, like, you don't have to have that toxicity, that
Right.
negativity.
No, they think it's love.
Exactly.
Truth.
A lot
They
of
think it's
times.
love.
A lot of times, yeah, that's just how that person is. You gotta accept who people are. Well,
They
yes.
make excuses for the person.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
gotta.
Yeah.
You can accept. That's cool. But you in a relationship so intimate, you don't have to accept that from somebody.
You really
No,
don't.
you don't.
At
And
all.
And
You,
we're
you
here
don't
to-
deserve it.
You don't deserve
At
it,
all.
and we're here to tell
Know
you
your
that you
worth.
should not.
Yeah. Like, I struggled with that, I'm going to say my whole life. Because as the average kid, the average kid doesn't really grow up in the fairy tale home with the love and
Exactly.
support that they really, truly need.
Right.
And so, like, that's where the deficit begins.
Yeah.
And, I had a rocky place, too. So it started there for me. And then the relationships, the friendships, and things that I had along the way.
Yeah. It becomes the norm. So what
yeah.
we think is the norm.
Right.
Right.
It's not.
It's not.
definitely
Definitely not. We're here to
I'm
tell
here to
you
tell
that it's
you
not.
It's not.
So what experience do you have one that you
I have
particularly
two,
want to share?
Particularly two, and that's it. Two in my lifetime.
Okay. Go
The
ahead.
first one, I wasn't even with him no more. Somebody got in his head and told him I was disrespecting him and to confront me. He did. One night, I came home. We used to go to an after hour. I came home. I was fried. I couldn't even make it upstairs. I laid on the couch, went to sleep. He wanted to come in and talk. I'm like, no, not right now.
Not
I
right
want to
now.
sleep. Like I was turned up.
Don't disrespect my sister's sleep.
No, that's the wrong time to mess with me.
Yes, it is.
So I jumped up like, get out.
Right.
This nigga jumped on top of me and hit me. Boom.
Oh no.
Then
In
he held
your
me.
place?
cousin.
In
And-
your place on top of
and-
that.
Yeah, and
Not
I
just
was living with my
disrespect.
mom. It was in my mother's house.
That's
actually.
So
And
double.
this is my sister. She know what I'm talking about
Double
because
whammy.
Yes,
let me tell
yes.
you how I got him back. It was because of her I got him back. Because I don't listen. He was not out. He was not getting away with it.
Right.
First of all, when I woke up, he really didn't even hit me that hard. So he hit like a bitch. That was number one.
Most of them hit like
Number
bitches.
two,
We hit harder.
no. After he hit me, a family member was grabbing me because I went in the kitchen, got a knife. Y'all know me.
She
I'm
go into
cuckoo.
blackout.
I went in the blackout mode, cuckoo, ready to stab this nigga. They grabbing me. What you grabbing me for? He just hit me.
Right.
Then I woke up with a black eye. Oh no, I was livid.
Yeah.
She called me like, yeah, they just went to the store.
Well, he was friends with my
Her-
experience.
Yeah.
They was friends.
So yeah, she gonna get into it too, cause he the one
Right.
that got in her experience got in his ear to come and check me.
That's a lot of experience.
Don't do that,
Yeah.
boo.
Well,
Like,
We gotta-
don't do that.
well, my experience is with her experience.
Yeah,
You feel me? So we in
It's
this
so-
together.
so
Yeah.
Yes.
We
But no.
relate.
So I chased him
Unfortunately.
down the street with a knife. Meanwhile, it was cold. He had on a puffy coat. I'm cutting his coat while I'm
No,
running down
wait,
the
you
street.
forgot the bet.
Oh no, that's after that. That's after that. I'm getting to that, so they stopped me from, doing that. Then when she called me, like, they went to the store. Oh, why? I was around the corner.
I'm sorry, everyone. This just turned into Jerry Springer.
Oh yeah,
Does anyone have any beads?
First of all, he
Do
wasn't.
we have beads? Beads? Anyone? Beads?
Rose, you know how I play. He was not getting away with that.
No, I know.
She called me like, yeah, they went to the store. Come around here. So I grabbed. You see my pocketbook over there?
Yeah.
I threw that joint over my head. I threw the knife in my pocketbook. I grabbed the bat.
Okay.
I walked around there. She on the porch. It was like up.
Yeah.
So I said, I'm gonna sit at the bottom. You couldn't see me because the cars.
Yo, bro.
So I'm sitting there while she on the porch. She like, here they come. I'm like, all right. I seen the car stop. I got up and I walked towards the car.
They're blood
Her
sisters.
Yes,
Yes,
we
we are.
Just to go verify that further.
I'm the oldest.
Her situation jumped out the car. When he seen me, he started laughing. Oh yeah, your man's about to get done, okay? So when
Done.
he put his leg out the car, I took the bat and said, "Bow," and hit him in his kneecap.
So
He
wait a
jumped out.
minute. At this point, who? You guys are both with the domestic violence shit.
Oh, I'm not. No, yeah, well,
You can't
unless
hit
it's
somebody
something done
get
to
away
me,
with
you're
it.
not
I'm
gonna
sorry.
get away with it if you do
Right.
something to me like that.
Right.
Like I don't start the domestic violence shit because I don't want to be
That's
fighting.
true. That's
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
I want to have sex. I don't want to fight my man.
Ow.
I agree.
Yes, Barry, mom. My mom on the
That's
live talking about.
Christopher.
Hey,
No,
Miss Chris.
Christopher, no,
That's
yes,
my-
Gunna Barry. He got it too.
What's up,
Well,
Miss Chris?
No, that
No,
was
that's
Gunna.
the brother. That's
Oh.
Gunna.
Let me
What's
tell
up,
you, after
Gunna?
I hit him in the kneecap with the bat, somebody grabbed the bat in my hand. I came out my pocketbook with the knife.
Of course.
And
She said,
stop
"Plan B."
playing with me.
What?
Plan B went into action real quick.
She didn't even have to go to the store for that shit. It was there, Plan B in the pocket.
See, I already had it planned in my head what I was going to do.
Yeah.
If the bat didn't work,
Yeah.
I had the knife.
Yeah. You know, I was having that conversation with somebody the other day.
My brother on live talking trash. Y'all know how my brother is.
This bull crazy too.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
And you know, when you're, I'm just gonna leave it as we had the conversation as when you're a single woman type
Right.
situation,
Oh
right?
my gosh.
And I'm like, listen, if you're seasoned, you know where everything is in your room. Like,
Okay.
and I don't
Oh
even
my
mean,
God,
and
yes.
I don't even mean like legit weapons. I mean, you know, you got a bottle
I got
sitting on the
knives all around
nightstand.
my room.
You got a
Yeah.
something over here. You got.
Right.
I know my girls survey the scene, like, and I don't mean like chill out, guys. Like, I already know, like somebody probably like, whoa.
I have knives
But
all
no,
around my room.
honestly, okay,
do.
stab arena,
Uh-huh.
like that's
You
what.
never know. Somebody might try to come up in your
But-
face.
But that's true. That's
Yeah, that's
true.
true.
Like
Nah,
there's
I
one
sleep
thing
on the bed, under the pillow, on the
you
the
excessive
windowsill.
force.
Yes,
You excessive force, but you know it is
Everybody
one
don't
thing.
use the gun.
It is one thing to be able to
Oh,
protect
I got
yourself
10
as
in-
well.
I got 10 in the
Yeah.
clip, and I'm only busting one time. I got 10 in this clip, and I'm
Nobody don't
busting
want
one.
me to get no gun because
well.
you know.
Yeah, well,
I'm gonna say
So,
that.
but okay, say something. Somebody did something to you, and they abused you. They physically assaulted you.
right.
But does it make it right to physically assault them in
I don't know, but that's
retaliation?
just-
I think so.
Listen,
Because
Eye
my mom
for an
always
eye?
told me if somebody hit me, hit them back.
Yeah.
I can see Miss
I
Chris
think
doing
so.
that. She goes
Y'all
in
need-
with
y'all-
her.
Hey,
I can
sis, you
see
need
her-
my mom on here next.
Yeah, I can see her doing much more than that, and we're gonna leave it at that.
Yeah. I mean, I can see her saying that.
Yeah.
But so that's eye for an eye.
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
No, that's protecting yourself.
But
to
that's
me.
not
Yes,
protecting
okay.
yourself
Well,
at
I
that
d-
point. If you go after them after it already happened, now it's retaliation.
But what if it? Well, like,
If it's
not,
in
Well, charge
you know,
me as guilty as
I am.
charged.
She
I'm
said she's
guilty.
going.
Yes,
I'm guilty.
she's going.
I'm
If-
guilty.
I'm guilty for that.
I disagree with that because if it's repetitive, I'm on your ass.
Right.
So it's not
Well, that was
retaliation.
his first and last time because he
Well,
was
well,
calling
well,
and apologizing to
well,
me
guess
after
what?
that.
You're gonna make it when that happens. You're gonna make it your last time.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's some
That-
people.
Yeah,
But
some
that's
people-
Mine
where-
was
right.
repetitive and it
Right.
was for years.
right.
Right. That's
And it
right.
never changed. Like some people believe in the fact when a guy say they not gonna do it again,
Right.
that's it. And
Right.
then they go back and then the same thing a week later.
Right.
Right.
2 weeks later,
Right.
you back to the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
So that was my situation. And
What
I
made you
believed
break the
in that
cycle?
situation. For me, it was
It got
hearing my
violent,
kids,
too.
and yeah, it really got violent because in
She
the
almost
beginning
killed
I
him.
didn't fight back. I never fought
Right.
back.
You were
I
very
just-
submissive.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that it was like that. But when I started fighting back,
She
it was
almost
like,
killed him.
yeah.
That's because you reached that point of I've had more than enough.
And
Not
then
even
for
I've
me,
had enough.
it
I've had
was
more than enough.
When I heard my kids say they didn't like him hitting me,
Yeah.
Right.
so that my kids was watching
Right.
at that point.
Right.
know-
You just kind of were probably in your head thinking this is just happening to me.
Exactly.
The whole time they're
But
watching.
it affects more people than
Yeah,
you
it
think it
do.
does.
Right,
Sure.
It does.
You know what's
It
crazy
does.
with her situation
And-
is my girlfriend at the time. She's still my girlfriend, but I was with her like every day. She the one that told me. I didn't believe her because she never
I
said
never
nothing.
said, and that was
Acted
my
like
thing.
shit was
never
cool.
When
said
my mom would
anything.
ask me, anybody ask me, I would take up for him like, no, it wasn't him. I got jumped.
Or she
They know I
fell
wasn't
or
getting
something.
jumped.
Now,
They
why-
know I wasn't doing none of
Why
that.
did you feel that such a strong sense of loyalty?
I can't even answer that because it wasn't
That's
loyalty
deep.
on his end.
Right.
Deep.
It was in no type of way.
I've had situations like that. I've been in relationships like that where, I have this. I'm a very loyal person, so it's like you just develop this. Okay, this is my person, so man, I'm loyal to you.
Exactly.
And even if they're not loyal to you, you kind of either overlook it or make excuses or
Right.
ignore the signs.
Right.
You do a lot of things because you don't want to believe it's
You
true.
blame
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah, that
Blame
too.
yourself.
Yup.
Well, my situation is different. Nobody believed me,
Oh, wow.
even with them being there.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all know my situation.
Mhm.
Even
I don't like him.
no one likes him. Hello.
She said, "I don't even like him."
Not even
Duh.
not even his children who were watching. You feel what I'm saying? Right? No one believed me. Even the first time. First it was verbal. The first time that he struck me, my entire family and circle of friends was there.
In front, that happened in front of them.
Hell no. It would have went totally different.
Right.
But they didn't believe it happened and said, what did you do to him?
Wow.
So they made you like the
You can sit
provoker.
yours
Right.
there.
Right.
Now, in all fairness,
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
'cause
Did
on the
you-
charger.
No.
like it was just he came at you.
No. And the thing about it is, I never liked him. I
Yeah.
still don't like him. I'll never like him.
Right.
You understand what I mean?
I do.
No. I think you've met him. You would understand. more.
No, I don't know.
You
Yeah,
have-
have-
you
I
had
know
him before.
Bull. I know Bull.
Yeah, he. Can I say that
Noble.
word? He's the ping de tete. If you, I'm speaking another language, but y'all get what I'm saying, right? Yeah, he is. He definitely is, and it hasn't changed. Even now, it hasn't changed.
That's
Even
my
with
situation.
right.
He ain't changed either.
yeah,
He just beating
changed.
somebody else.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
that's like a lot of that is personality disorder. Same thing with narcissists.
Well, yeah, he's
Narcissists
definitely a
also
narcissist.
are abusers, physical
Yeah.
abusers as
Mhm.
well.
Right.
It's they just do the same cycle with new people, old people, recycle
Right.
people,
Yeah.
whoever they can get their power from.
Hurt
Yeah.
people hurt people.
Yeah. Yeah, and especially like with the personality disorders and everything like that's borderlines a lot of more than emotional trauma. You
Right.
know, like sometimes there's chemical issues.
Well, it's definitely
What you mean, like,
it's definitely a chemical dependent there.
Not like substance
What?
abuse
Well, chemical
necessarily.
imbalance in their
Chemical
brain?
imbalances
Yeah.
sometimes.
I
Yeah.
think
Listen.
so.
Or sometimes it
Yeah.
is substance abuse induced
Yeah.
because they're suffering from emotional trauma that they
Right.
didn't heal, and now, especially like raging alcoholics.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
You know,
my next situation.
Yeah, they're going ahead. They're drinking their
Right.
their sorrows away. Now now they have that rage inside of them when they drink.
Right.
So
Yeah.
they come after whoever gets in their path.
Well, that second situation, he's not doing that again.
My second situation,
And
y'all,
y'all know him
all
too.
know him. He tried it one time.
Right.
One
left.
time?
We left the bar. I left the bar because I got tired of him. I went into Crown Fried Chicken, ordered me food, sat down at the table, was eating it. He come in there and said, I came around here to meet another nigga. And just hit me. Boom. So from me drinking, my head, he is split, and it was bleeding real bad. The guy from Crayon, he came out. He was, I'm going to call the cops. I said, no. Please don't call the cops. Because
Right.
in my head, I'm going to get this nigga. You got me
Right.
fucked up.
You know what? Because
You got me fucked up.
Right.
So after I cleaned myself up, I went home.
Mhm.
I got in the bed. Don't you know this nigga walked in and laid down on my couch?
That's what they do.
Oh, you think
That's
it's
what
sweet?
they do.
I had a candlestick holder. I raised my right hand to God. It was about this tall. I took that candlestick holder and beat him out his clothes and put him out my house and called his uncle, come get him.
Right.
Then when he came and got him, he was like, can you give him some clothes? Nope.
What?
He's going to freeze. It was like 5 below outside. I don't care nothing about
It
that.
gets absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
It gets absolutely
Nothing.
nothing.
And he texted me today. Talking about, I feel some type of way because I messed up with you. I said, okay.
And see,
I'm
that's
glad you know that.
And see, that's the thing. That's the thing.
But-
they come back.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no coming back from there.
That's what I was going. That's what I was
Right.
going
But
to say.
just know, he
There's
never
absolutely-
tried that again after I broke that
Oh,
candlestick holder all over his body.
Oh,
He
listen,
woke up
I
with
don't-
all types of bruises and scratches and
Yeah,
everything.
I don't just like Coronas. It's the reason why I like that Corona bottle. You understand what I mean? Like, yeah. I mean, it is what it is. Oh yeah, they're not getting away with that.
That's them was my only two, and that was when I was adult. I never had it like
Right.
Other than that, I don't tolerate men putting their hands on me. I don't
Yeah, we
care who
can't.
it is.
Yeah, you know what?
I don't.
I'll say that happened one time to me. One time, and it was because I was still in my mouthy stage, where I'm like, yeah, I wish you would. I wish
Listen,
I
it don't
would."
matter if you being mouthy or not.
It does not. It does not.
Right.
But on the same note, you can't be wishing folks would like.
Yeah, I can.
I do.
Can.
No.
I do.
I can. Listen, when you see,
I'll be like, I ain't
That's
scared
the-
of you.
See,
But
you
it's
right.
not
You.
about being scared. It's
But-
about being in. You're standing in your power, and if you're in your power, you got calm strength.
yeah, but somebody's going to.
Sometimes
have
if
to
you
remove
if
themselves.
if you have to use your force,
Right.
so be it. If you have
Right.
to,
Yeah, if you have to.
but like personally, and I advocate this, that if you are able to harness that and use it constructively, like first of all, you're not putting yourself in harm's way. They're gonna get their karma, all this other stuff, you know. But I do
think
understand,
I just got
like
anger issues. I
Yeah,
can't let
and
that
that's
rock
it.
out like that. I just can't.
I feel you, but you know what? Honestly, and let's just talk for a minute. Like you have been exercising your strength the past year.
Strength and restraints. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
and you know when
yeah.
you know me and you talk, and if I don't like a situation, I'll be like, "Bitch, you better do this."
Yeah, but it's one thing
And I
to
know.
talk about it. It's
Yeah,
another thing to put hands on.
Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
You know, like so
True.
that shows growth.
Right. The maturation process.
Yeah, and that shows growth. Like
Right.
Mhm.
we've definitely been in places, situations over
Yeah.
the years where some stuff
Yes.
just kind of just pops off, and
Right.
you know you
Yes,
you
'cause
gotta
I'm
get to
beating
that.
We
ass.
ain't doing that no more.
You gotta get to that point where you just say, you know what, like, be graceful and be like, you got it.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at now.
Nah,
I had
I'm
my
not-
one experience over. It was too many years, and like I don't have the energy to fight no more.
You see what I'm saying?
Like I don't even. That's just me.
Yeah.
Like I forgive, but I will never forget.
Right.
Right.
But
Right.
I just gotta leave it alone because I can't move on with myself
Yeah.
and where I want to be at if I keep holding
Yes.
on to that.
Right. You have
Yeah,
to.
shiz.
I move on. I just gotta beat his ass before I move on.
You need that physical release.
I really
And then
do.
You need to
No,
find
bro, on some
another
real stuff.
source.
I'm
See,
trying to
but-
tell you, I need anger management.
But
I
I'm
encourage
trying
that.
to
But
Rose, but
she-
you already know that about me.
but she's been doing really well with
Yeah.
that. I mean,
I've
you
been
know,
trying.
no, like she.
Yeah.
She,
No, that's real.
no, she really
I've been
has.
trying.
She's been doing.
But when
you
I
know,
get to that point where I'm angered,
right.
it's like if I'm not able to put my hands on somebody, I get so upset to the point where I be crying. Especially if it's a nigga and they did something to me and I can't get to him. Oh, it's like a bomb that went off and I can't
Right.
control it.
Right.
So
I feel that.
like
I feel
I
that.
don't
Like
know.
I used to be very explosive. I used
I'm
to
very
feel that's that Leo energy.
Leo Nation.
I'm not.
I used to have that because I also have a fire sign, which is I'm an Aries rising, so I get that spark. once in a while if you catch me, and but I've learned how to just like, just say like, just be like, you know what, you got it.
Yeah.
Like, you're not even worth my energy.
You're really not.
You're
I want to
not.
be like you guys when I grow up.
You know what, and I encourage it. It was a long journey.
But you
Yeah,
know
it
what?
is.
People always ask me, like, how did I get that way? But for me, I had to, like, be... everything was going from me, like my self-esteem from the mental, from hearing all this stuff, like the stuff he telling me, nobody gonna want you but me, and
Right.
you this, you
Yeah.
that. I really had to like go and find myself all over again, and like I had to
Yes.
start over again.
That is
Yeah.
right.
Girl.
So with that, no,
Go ahead. I'm gonna
because
share a story, but go
I feel
ahead.
you. I
Go
feel
ahead.
you.
when you hear that constantly for years,
You believe
ugly,
it.
Nobody wants you but me.
You
like
believe
that's
it.
you start after a while. Like, is this really true about me?
Yeah.
Like, and then for me, it was the people around me, like that helped me along with myself.
Yep. You find your
The
tribe
people
along
around
the
you,
way.
like, you too pretty for this. You too. Why you keep letting him treat you like this?
Right.
Like, oh, this is my boo.
Hey, boo. Not right now, boo.
Like, me keep on hearing that, and then my mom, talking to my mom and other people. Like, it took me too many years, a lot of years to open up to people about what really was going on with myself.
Yeah.
So when I
It
felt
did.
comfortable.
Was it pride?
No, I was
Ego?
just scared.
You were scared
Scared.
of what they would think of you?
No, of him.
You were scared of
Afraid of
him.
him.
Yes.
Retaliating for
Yes.
Still
telling.
an asshole.
Yeah.
Yes. So,
Yeah, he's
like,
an asshole.
when I was hearing all that stuff, and then when I finally started talking to people and opening up about it,
Right.
like, that was it. My
Don't-
mind was just
When
like,
you start telling people, doesn't it sound even worse? Because you're like, wow,
it
I really
do, and
put
it
up
make
with this
you
shit.
cry every time
Yep.
you think about it.
He
Like,
was
I
vicious.
can't
He
believe
was
I
vicious.
let
He did some
myself do
stuff
stuff
that.
that I've been through. Like, what was I thinking?
Yeah.
Like, all that stuff. But I didn't let it hold me down from myself either. Because
Yeah.
I
Right.
knew I can be a better person, and I
Right.
knew my worth.
Right.
From talking to people, and people just like, you too pretty. Like,
The comments were too conflicting.
right,
So
right.
you knew there was some sort of in between at least.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And growing up, Miss Manny
Mm-hmm.
and Miss Teresa, every time I saw them, I had a black eye or something. They'd be like, "Why you keep letting him do that to you? You too pretty for that. You can't let this man wear your body down like this."
That's
Like, I
right.
just hearing all of that
That's
all the
right.
time.
That's right.
And then when I finally, like I said, started talking to people,
Right.
and then I go
She
home,
didn't tell you what
like,
she did to him, though.
it would make me cry a lot, but I'm like, I gotta get over this.
Yeah.
I got 3 sons for one, and I don't want my sons to be that way
Right.
from seeing that.
Right, right.
And then, like
right.
I said, when my kids was saying that they didn't like him hitting on me, that made me think a lot too.
Right.
That made
Right.
me think a whole lot.
Right.
'Cause
I'm just glad
I
my
done
kids
got
ain't never
cut.
seen none
No,
of
you
that.
don't want-
Everything.
that's one thing you don't want.
exactly.
That's one thing you do not want. And there, in my situation, not realizing that I should have been more transparent with them and not wait so long. You know what I mean? When you come to that, they're not old enough to understand.
Right.
And people never.
Kids know what's going
They
on.
really do.
Right.
And then
right.
another thing for
They
me,
do.
I was thinking like I didn't want to my kids or I didn't want a lot of different men around.
Right, right, right.
Like,
Yeah.
I always believed in being with that person you have kids with. So
Right.
that was another thing that took me a long time,
For
too.
me, that was with my son's father. That was one of my things. I was
Yeah.
like, it was hurtful for me because I'm like, man, I really wanted this family.
Yes,
I
and
wanted
I didn't
this
want. I
family.
wanted all
Wanted
my
a
kids
family.
by the same person.
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
just thought about a whole lot of stuff I thought about.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, too.
So
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Finish your thought.
and like I was saying, when I would go home, I would think about the stuff I wanted to do, he held me back from
Right.
doing
You
couldn't
that I
be you.
did to please him.
You
Yeah.
couldn't be you.
Like I was
You did a
too
lot.
far behind. Like I quit jobs. Like I got
She
one.
couldn't
I worked
wear
at
certain clothes.
nothing,
It
go
was
to
crazy.
parties.
Girl, I lived that life.
He
It
would
was
come
crazy.
looking
hang
for
with
me if
certain
we
people.
went out.
Yes.
He came looking for
Like,
me.
it was crazy.
Yeah.
Like I used to give her clothes so when we go out and
Yeah.
He ripped
he'll
one-
rip them off. Like
rip
it
him
was
off me
crazy.
outside
Oh,
in
my
front of
God.
Gigi one time. ripped them right off of me, ripped everything up. You ain't wearing
Yeah, they
this
don't want
slut
you to
shit.
go anywhere
like,
by
stuff
yourself.
like that all
They
the
don't.
time.
That's their insecurities. Don't want you to go anywhere by
Exactly.
yourself. Don't want you to wear certain clothes. Don't want you to leave the house. Don't want you
None
to
of
do
that.
this. Da, da, da.
Let me tell you, I worked at the Kmart up Willow Grove. It's closed now, right? When I worked there for 6 months. I got promoted from the cashier to supervisor. I'm all happy going home to tell him, you know what he gonna say? Who you fuck for that position?
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
I got what mine used to
Like
show.
what?
Yeah.
What?
That's crazy.
Like that's the type of stuff I dealt with
Yeah.
for years.
Sis,
on
I
the
got
Gully
one for
Blaze.
you. I got one for you. Was working 3 jobs and took my son to each one.
Mm.
He said I didn't work.
Wow.
Mine used to show up. He took my car, and he used to show up. He used to drive me to work, show up at lunch, and pick me up. Well, when you work, my guy, you still don't work.
Listen, Took, I'm going to play a track, and we'll be right back. I got another story for y'all about talking about, like, finding ourselves again.
Yeah.
It's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
No, no one knows what it takes to get here. But all I know, one thing for sure, I'm gonna leave my mark right here. I'm just trying to face my fears. I'm not giving up my here. Chasing at the moonlight, time was coming for the sunrise. Keep on going 'cause it feels right. Don't postpone it, so into the big sky. Run until you know you can fly. Run until you know you can fly. Don't you stop running, yeah. Run until you can fly. 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 Carry on. Don't you be discouraged, yeah. Before you know, the winds will blow to let you know, don't worry, your dreams are right there. I'm just trying to face my fears. I'm not giving up right here. I'm not giving up, no. I ain't giving up. I won't ever lose. See, I was testing the winds. See, you trying to knock me down. I'ma show you how to move. That's what I'm flying. No mistakes, no denying. How could I be wrong? At these wings all along. Chasing at the moonlight, time is coming for the sunrise. Keep on going 'cause it feels right. Don't postpone it, soar into the big sky. Run until you know you can fly. Run until you know you can fly. Don't you stop running, yeah. Run until you can fly. Don't you stop till you can fly. Run until 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 you can fly. Don't you stop, don't you stop, don't you stop running, yeah. I was insecure, Yes, I was frightened to be myself. Seemed like a distant dream. Lost in the crowd, I closed the curtains and I hit my hips and thighs in baggy jeans. But they said, love, don't fail if you try it. I knew in my heart I would succeed. When times get hard, gotta keep on fighting. All these battles, yes, they made the best of me. 'Cause I can rule like a queen, be a superhero. Hold my head high the further I go. I know I can love myself more than anyone else. I am fine and the world's got to know. Woman, I'm a woman. When this life is full of laughter and the lies are full of pain, I remember how early days were darker, and so I stand up time and time again. And now I'm sure, oh yes, I'm certain, if I'm breaking down, well it don't make me weak. 'Cause I learned how to stop the hurting, by giving all my love right back to me. Oh, I can roll like a queen, be a superhero. Hold my head high the further I go. I know I can love myself more than anyone else. I am fine and the world's got to know. Oh, woman, I'm a woman.
Doing some karaoke. Yo, we are back on the X Radio here on Glocka, where you can find us every Thursday night at 8. True, I almost said 8 p.m. We're not doing that. We haven't been on the
I'm
8
supposed
p.m.
to be pouring
schedule in
drinks if it's
right.
8 p.m.
6 p.m. Thursday, 6 p.m. You know, I was on at 8 p.m. for so many years. It just. But you know what? We're talking about domestic violence, and again, I just want to put out the disclaimer. You can reverse the roles. So it's
Yeah.
not. It just doesn't happen to women. Men also are. You know.
And we love to hear from you.
I've been
men.
sitting
Yeah.
here trying to rack my brain.
How
Do
that
I know a
works.
man that was
I
a
know they
victim
have
of it? And I'm
they have
still.
reached out to me, and we would still love to have you on.
Right.
I would love.
Right. We
to.
can schedule that.
Yes.
Y'all got me thinking.
But I want to tell you
Oh,
a story. You know, when we mentioned, you know, you have to get over. You have to first get yourself out of that trap,
Yeah.
and that takes a lot. Sometimes
Yeah.
it takes years for people.
Yes.
Like it's hard. It's not easy for everybody.
It's not an easy.
That's why I
task.
don't
Might have to turn
respect
that back
people who says, "Oh, she dumb." You don't know what she going
Right.
through.
Maybe
You
she doesn't have
don't.
the support. Maybe she
You
doesn't
don't.
have
It's
the. Maybe she doesn't have the
Don't. You
support.
can't call nobody dumb and you don't know
Maybe
what's
she
going
doesn't
on.
even realize. Yeah.
Right.
A lot of times,
Right.
like when you're in that situation, you've been conditioned.
Right.
So now, like that's normal to you.
Right.
That's normal behavior. That's normal to
It's
accept that abuse. It's normal for all that toxicity and
Right.
and craziness, like yelling at each other and physical gestures or abuse.
Right.
Like that just becomes normal.
Right.
Or maybe you grew up that way, and
Yeah,
so
it-
you saw that, so that was
sometimes, yeah.
normal for you.
Yeah.
Right. Sometimes that is the norm, unfortunately.
It's hard for us to have healthy relationships because
Yeah.
we don't know what healthy really is.
Right. You don't know healthy. You don't know healthy unless you've seen it. You gotta talk into the mic, girl. Get up on that thing.
I don't know.
My mother was a
Toot,
very
can you-
strong woman.
Toot, can you check the wireless, please? It is on.
It's on.
My mom was a very strong woman, so
Yeah.
me seeing her not putting up with these niggas crap, it
Right.
just was instilled in my head. Ain't no
Right.
nigga gonna do that to me. I'm
Right.
sorry.
And I was raised by a man, so
Yeah.
So I'm going to tell you the story, right?
yeah.
So I'm single.
Mhm.
And somebody said, hey, you want to go out? And I'm like, yeah, sure. You know, like, hell, that sounds like a dream come true, right?
All dates.
So we go out and we're hanging out.
I like to
And
eat.
so we start having
I'm gonna
conversation. And they're like, so what do you like to do? And I'm like, sat there for a second, like a deer in the headlights, like, and I started crying.
Oh.
What do you like to do? I didn't know what the fuck I like to do because I had been conditioned
Right.
to everybody else's bullshit for so many years. I
Right.
didn't know who I was.
Right. You know what? That's huge.
And I said, of course, I was like, I gotta get out of here.
Yeah, and
I
I'm
gotta
gonna
get
tell
outta
you,
here.
I'm gonna tell you another glow up moment, right? Because I've been in that bullshit for years, for many years, right? I finally get out. Forever, I was told that you're a fat ass with 3 kids, 3 different men, and nobody's gonna want your ass. Right?
Lies.
Listen,
Let me tell you the glow up, baby. Hey, he loves me, my guy. Thanks, sis. He loves me. Thanks, sis.
Matchmaker shiz in the building.
Thank you, sis.
yeah.
Listen, and I'm getting a little emotional because
Look what my mom said.
when you reach that point, it's near the mic. When you reach that point, and like you said, Shiz, when you realize your worth and you come through that maturation process, and you're finally there and you're at peace and you know who you are,
Yes.
and all your stepping stones and roadblocks are gone.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, you feel I can't even
Celebrate
explain-
yourself.
Listen, I'm doing that. Yeah.
We know, Ma.
Yeah, celebrate yourself because
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
takes a long time to get
It
there.
does.
Some of
It
us are
does.
hard-headed, okay?
Yeah,
And that's just how it is. We're hard-headed.
And even when you know you found that person, sometimes it be hard for you to trust because you want
Yes.
you always keep that in the back of your
Yes.
mind. Like,
Right.
What
is it going to
if?
happen again?
What
Right.
if
Right.
all the self-doubting
Mm-hmm.
mindsets?
Right.
You're
No-
self-sabotaging yourself because you already
Yeah.
have this doubt in the back of your head.
Right.
Like, well,
That
it's
he gonna
never
be like
been,
that.
it's never been this great before.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I've never
Oh,
had
yes.
this before, so
Yes.
now is this really real?
Right. You second
Can I
guess.
tell you a true story?
Go
Yeah.
for
The
it.
guy I'm with
I
now.
hope so.
All my stories is true.
Yeah.
But the guy I'm with now,
Mhm.
everything that he said he was doing, right? So one day I'm like, something gotta be not right. So this whole day
What's
I
up
did not
with
answer
Bull?
his phone calls.
Right.
I ain't do none of that. Like, he was calling me for like a whole week straight, back to back.
You
to
avoided
back to
him
back.
for a week?
Yes, thinking
Because you
like,
were like,
yes,
in
like,
hermit
no,
mode.
something gonna happen,
Like,
and I'ma
he's
just
something.
leave it before it even happened and
Right.
just let
was
it
too
be.
good to
So
be
how
true.
did he
Right.
come back?
He popped up at my house.
Yes, go after what you want, brother. Go after what you want.
At my
Yeah.
house.
Right.
When I lived
Yes.
on Oak Road.
Yep.
I hear this knock at the door. I'm like,
What the?
who?
is
Because
that?
I never had nobody come to my
Right,
house. and all that.
sure.
So I'm like, who is? I go downstairs. It's him. He was like, you're being sneaky. I'm like, what is you talking? And after that, I just was like, you know what? He might not be like that.
Yeah, you know
And-
what? And my hope is I know who I am, and I know my qualities. I
Yeah.
know what I'm capable of. I know, the type of person I am. So if I'm one of that type of person, and the
Yeah.
world is a big friggin' place, there's got to be
Yeah.
another one out there.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
And that was my hope.
Yeah.
That was my hope because
Yeah.
I'm like, I know I've had my shitstorm. Okay.
Yeah, I've had enough of that.
Like, even with all
I
of
know
that, I
this.
still never even had a doubt in my mind, like, it's no good men out there.
But a lot of
Right.
people
Even with
turn
all of that.
cold.
Right.
A lot of
Turn
people
cold.
turn cold.
Right.
You know,
That's true.
You know
That's
what?
true.
Yeah, I was just cold.
and even maybe
That's
they're
cold.
not cold. They want to still date. They have that desire. We're humans. We want to love one another.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You know, we have love within us, so we want to have that companionship.
I don't
Yeah.
think I ever went cold. I just like, you know how people go out
You're-
looking.
She's just
Yeah.
listen.
I
somebody
don't
said
go
that
out
to
looking
me.
for
Me
it.
neither.
I
I
don't
don't
go
know
out
what
looking
that
for
is.
it, and
Yeah.
then
Me neither.
Yeah, I'm
I
not
think
for
I
it.
got a bullshit detector too.
You do. Everybody does.
So
Everybody
it's not,
does.
it's not
It's
hard for
whether
me.
you can.
It's not
hone
hard
it
for
or
me to
not.
detect bullshit. So
Yeah.
Right.
you know, I be
Girl,
like,
listen,
nah.
we sit there.
Thank you for the drinks though, but no go.
Yeah, guys will sit there. They'll sit. Minute
Yeah.
she sees them walk down, we give each other the look like.
No. Because what did I say in this last situation? I'm off all of them. No,
I'm off of them right now. But
That's
if
what
it
I
come,
mean.
it come. If it don't, it don't.
Yeah,
I'm
but
cool
see when
with
they
Bring it in, baby. Bring it in. I welcome you, open arms.
But you know what? I had to learn that. Like
Yeah.
I was just there. I was just there, and I'm like, yeah, no, like beat it. Yeah, I'm ignoring everything you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what
You
if
can't
I
give him your energy.
right? Yeah, but now he gets. all
Listen,
that
I'm
energy.
getting more money now, and I'm doing the
Yeah.
stuff I wanted to do that I wasn't
Yes.
doing when I was.
And the reason
That
is
was
because
me.
they were
It
blocking
feels so
your
good.
blessing.
Right.
Crazy.
Right.
They were
Yeah.
blocking
I'm
your
cool off these
blessing.
niggas right now.
Your peace of
If
mind.
they come, they gotta have something to offer.
Is everything.
More than what I could do for myself.
Exactly.
Right. That's right.
Mm-mm.
That's right.
Exactly.
That's right.
And it's not, for me, it's not what can you do for me? What can you
No.
add
Add
to
to-
my
yes,
situation?
yes,
yes.
And then,
situation.
no,
What can we
do
build together?
Yes.
Yes. What can
Right.
exactly?
Yes.
Do you got you? I got me. Now we can come
Yeah.
together and fucking make something awesome. Okay?
Yes.
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 Like that's
Yes.
where I'm at with it.
Look,
Grown
we
people
start
shit.
from the bottom, but we going to the top together. If you
Exactly.
ain't with that, I'm
Right.
cool.
Yes.
I
Yes.
don't
Like
want no
money.
parts of it.
A lot of people, men are intimidated,
I don't know
Yeah, they
why.
definitely.
and they
They
know I
are.
grind.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, like I'm like, to me, money is a tool.
Yeah.
It doesn't make equal happiness.
No. No.
It like, it doesn't. It comes and it goes, as Juice said.
what it is with men with me? They scared of my popularity. And you know
Yeah.
what I'm talking about.
Oh,
I have
yeah.
the same
You know,
problem.
yo, I know
Oh,
what I'm
everybody
talking about.
likes
They
you,
scared.
Rose.
Yeah, they scared.
Not
because-
everybody wants to be with Rose.
Right.
Right.
Everybody likes Rose's
Yeah.
vibe. Everybody, you know, like it's not, or you know,
They scared of it, but hey,
it's not. It's
if
not.
you
Yeah.
scared, you can't be with nobody that's
Nah,
popular.
listen,
you
I
can't.
be on that cognac shit. Like, what we doing? I know, y'all know me. Y'all know me. Y'all know I do. Look, y'all know I do. Like, I'm not with all that stupid ass. I'm not.
Right.
Listen, fuck boy, go on with yourself. I don't
Right.
have time.
Right.
And be mindful. I've been
Right.
raised by men. I could spot a fuck boy a mile away. And plus, I'm an older woman. I don't got time for this shit. I got a young boy at home. He 18. I'm
Yeah.
ready to put his ass out. So, you know what I mean, you can't come here with
He
that.
can't even attend virtual school. What
Oh,
the hell,
man,
son?
Oh my god. Oh,
Gosh, what are you
Son.
doing with yourself, son?
looking at me, making sure I don't go to hell outside.
Yeah.
You know.
Say, listen, we're in this together.
Yeah,
We're in
we
this
are.
together. Do
We
your
are.
homework. I'll chill. You do your homework.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Exactly.
What
Yeah.
you do. Yeah.
Exactly.
say that then, sister.
Yes.
Yes.
Juice, if you don't grab the mic,
Yeah, I'm not-
listen, because these are the
Yeah.
I spit this stuff all the time.
Yeah.
I
Yo,
say
y'all
the
know what it
same
is.
thing.
It's
Yeah.
hashtag chick with the juices, juicy baby.
Yeah,
If
me-
you know, you know. If you don't, get on the wave. Listen,
Yeah,
y'all.
I'm
I've
cranking on that
been
wave.
married for 8 years now, 7 years.
Right.
All right,
And
all right.
you know, everybody knows my business. I'm in the street constantly. I sell juice. Always at different events.
She's an
I'm in here every
entrepreneur,
day.
busy lady.
You know, I'm around. Most of my clientele are men.
Right.
Are men. I don't get in the house sometimes until 2, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
Now my husband could do one or two things. He could bitch, he could moan, he could stomp around, be coming up in here in his flip flops and bathrobe, talking about where Juice at. I know she around here,
Right.
waiting for me outside. But he doesn't.
Right.
You know
Right.
why? Because he said this is the first time that I've seen you completely happy in
Yes.
you.
Yes, that's
Exactly.
everything.
Which
Yes.
means you are man enough to step aside.
Everything.
And let
Let
you
me be
you.
great.
Yes,
Yes.
So
sis.
awesome feeling.
That's a king. Shout
I
out,
came in
king.
at the
Shout
end of your
out.
show, and I'm
Yes.
gonna be real fast because I ain't gonna take it over. I was in an abusive relationship for 10 years, and it was very hard to leave because I was married. I had a daughter. It was so many excuses. We make so many excuses as to why we stay until we didn't.
We got time in. And people say the time in. We got time in.
Let me tell you something. This is what I learned at 44. When God tries to remove certain things from your life,
let
you
it
have
go.
to allow Him to remove them.
go.
It doesn't matter what they are. I don't care. Even if it's your children, and they got to be pushed to the side for a minute. It's for a reason.
That's
You know,
right.
so you have to listen to that, and you got to pay attention to those signs. But when I finally got the strength to walk away,
Right.
and I realized how much of a bitch he was,
Yeah.
and I was like, "You was
I
scared
was
of
scared
him."
of that.
I have not been
feel like
in-
you need
in
to
a-
put their hands on them as a bitch to
Yeah.
me.
Facts.
Like,
Facts.
Definitely.
I have been in plenty of relationships after that, have never been in another abusive relationship
Yep.
since then. And it's because of the way I carry myself.
Right.
See, he
Right.
caught me when I was a pup. I was 16.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
He
when
helped
I-
you get your street feet.
And when I
you
got
gotta
old
be
enough,
thankful for that, though.
when he didn't give me my street feet. He gave me my daughter.
There you go.
And I tell my
Right.
daughter this all the time because my daughter
There you
can't
go.
stand him. And I say, listen,
Ooh. Yep.
as much as we dislike
Talk about
him,
it. Talk about it.
there's not another person in this whole entire universe that could have created you.
Right.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
And I wouldn't want another child but you.
That's right.
Yeah.
So thank you for that.
Yep.
That was good enough. And he taught me how not to get my ass whooped no more.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? He
Most
gave me the strength for that.
Yeah.
So with all that being said, I think all of you are strong women.
Thank you.
Stand your ground.
You queen.
Find you a man that support the shit that you
That's
do.
right.
If
Yes.
you can't, tell them niggas
Step.
that's in front, that's
Step.
sitting there trying to be in the way. Tell them sit down so you can see the motherfucker from behind.
That's right.
Because they in the way.
That's right.
Because he out there. Same way I met my husband.
Get out the doorway. You blocking it.
You blocking it. You blocking it. The air, you letting the air, you let my heat and my air out.
That's right.
But the point is, my husband came up on me, and I was not supposed to be with him. I didn't think that we were supposed to be together, and we ended up together on some, riding up on me. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, I saw you. We was talking a couple days ago. I'm like, yeah, bro, but you got like 8 kids. We good. You know what I mean? I just been there, done that. I ain't raising no more kids.
Right.
But after a while, he just weighed down on me. Now, what he brought to the table, I already brought stuff to the table. I brought the table.
Yeah.
Right.
I brought the table.
Hell yeah.
But he allowed me to be me so much, and he supported me being me. He was gonna make sure that I got to where I got to go. He gonna make sure he gonna help me when he can help
Yeah.
me. He's
Yes,
going to
ma'am.
help me
Yes.
in those
Ma'am.
positions.
Teamwork.
Yes.
When I looked at that, I said, "How can I not marry this man?"
Yes.
Right.
Because there's not nobody else out here that's gonna give me that.
Exactly.
Right.
I watch all my girlfriends complain about these niggas.
Nobody else
doing
has.
that.
Nobody else
I ain't
has
complaining
offered
about
me
no
this.
niggas no more.
Yeah.
You
No,
can't.
no, you
And listen,
can't.
I'm bitching because my husband's not romantic. I'm just gonna have to deal with that shit because I'd rather you not be romantic than to be running around here romancing every fucking body. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a G, so I
You don't
can't.
want
You
no top
know,
pocket.
we can't have my name being drug around in the streets. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out
So-
to Mr. Juice, but get her some flowers, will you?
Facts. Tell him again. I don't even like flowers. He can give me some edible arrangements. I'm a greedy bitch.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? I had a munchies, but thank you for inviting me. I had to pull over. I was like, y'all killing the show right now. I need to get in.
Yeah,
Thank you.
absolutely. You already know, sis.
Yeah.
Anytime. Thank you for sharing.
Yes. Thank you.
You know what? I'm actually Took, if you could plug me in, I'm gonna play some more music because I promised I would play 2 more tracks, and then we'll just come back and close it on out. It's been a good show, y'all. A lot of good vibes.
Awesome.
Jerry Springer moments,
We
but
love you.
you know what the message
You know I'm violent.
is.
You know I'm violent.
The message is,
Non-violent, non-violent.
we all deal with things in different ways, in different extremes,
Yeah.
and bottom line is this is real.
Yeah.
So shout
realest.
out to authenticity.
Yes. You right. Ape gang.
I'm gonna
Uptown.
Uptown.
I be awake in a state of mourning. I be awake when everybody sleep. I be awake, wondering where the hell is old. I think about all the lies we speak. I be awake, trying to watch my garden, because these snakes won't give up the fight. I be awake, thinking about my circle. Sometimes it's just me, myself, and I. And I'm wondering why none of this is real right now. I don't see the appeal right now. I just wanna find my way. Can't worry about another day. None of this is real right now, and I don't see the appeal right now. I just wanna find my way. Can't worry about another day. Please no more sins, cause my soul will harden. And no more lines, already don't sleep. I tried them pills, make me sick to my stomach. Same feeling when cops kill folks like me. I say a prayer for the broken hearted. Lord knows my line's been shattered too. Thinking about pipelines from schools to prisons, and all the ones that move oil through. What the fuck can I do? None of this is real right now. I don't see the appeal right now. I just wanna find my way. Can't worry about another day. None of this is real right now, and I don't see the appeal right now. I just wanna find my way. Can't worry about another day.
Look, I got to stay on my job. I got to stay on my grind. Time is money, love is life. The only two things that can stay on my mind. I've been way too distracted. I've been a little aloof. Fucking with niggas I shouldn't be. I got to tell you the truth. Who wanted with me? I got hitters with me. I'm a psycho. I know I'm the GOAT. Bad, man, I'm just really that bad. Tucking the bread in the stash. Really, it ain't about cash. Really, I'm good if I last. You all on the gram, sitting at home eating spam. Shit got y'all living too fast. Lying and scheming, playing the role cause you feeding off of attention. And not to mention, showing your ass. Clutter don't equal the cash. Really, it's love. Y'all niggas really need love. Pray to the Lord up above. Give him a sign. Drink in the cup. Roll up the weed in the rap. Hit up the homies and dash. And smoke all your problems away. Too high to see anything. Too drunk to notice. Oh, the psychosis. You may be bruised, may be broken. Still gotta focus. Why you so hopeless? Comparing and doing the most when none of this is real. Now you popping pills. Might just make you feel good, but you won't be fulfilled. Devil making deals. Easy as it gets. Focus on yourself. Love the life you live. Young man, love the life you live. Yeah. Young girl, love the life you live.
None of this is real. I don't see the appeal right now. I just wanna find my way. Can't worry about another day. And no, this ain't really real. I don't see the appeal right now. I just wanna find my way. Can't worry about another day. I am your queen.
I don't get on my knees to beg for your love. I do what I please. Whatever I want, whatever I say, whatever I want, whatever I say. Whatever I want, whatever I say, whatever I want, whatever I say. Shut up and kiss me. You're giving me your heart. Now let me break it into a million parts. Shut up and kiss me. I'll haunt your dreams. Bow down to me. the bedroom. Throw away the key. Our kiss will last forever. There's no escaping me. Whatever I want, whatever I say. 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 Shut up and kiss me. You're giving me your heart. Now let me break it into a million parts. Shut up and kiss me. I'll haunt your dreams. Bow down to me now like I am your queen. I am slowly taking over you. And there's nothing you can't do. I am slowly taking over you. And there's nothing you can't do. You're giving me your heart. Now let me break it into a million parts. Shut up and kiss me. I'll haunt your dreams. Bow down to me now like I am your queen. I am your queen.
I want to, first of all, thank you guys for tuning in to the X Radio tonight. I feel as though we had a good episode. I want to thank you for sharing your stories.
We did. Thank
Everybody
you.
in here. Thanks to Juice for popping in
Thanks,
and
Juice.
also sharing her situation. I want to shout out, we had 2 independent artists. Music on the show tonight. We had Anaya Mahogany, which
Yes.
of course, you know, like I love my girl. And Danny Felt, that last song was called Queen by Danny Felt. She contacted
that
me.
last
She's
one.
Yeah, Queen.
She's a mindset empowerment coach, and we're gonna have her on the show
Yep.
come November to
Mhm.
talk about mindset and manifestation.
Oh, yeah.
So
I'm here for it.
yeah, November. Check that out, and also check out her music. Go ahead and check her out. Google Danny Felt, DANIFELT.
Yes.
I want to thank you guys again for tuning in to the X Radio.
Thank you.
We will have another
Thank you for
episode
having me,
next
Rose.
week.
No.
It ain't nothing. It ain't nothing.
Yeah.
Next week we also have art
We gotta
therapy.
do some shots later.
Oh my gosh. I don't drink anymore.
Okay.
I don't drink anymore.
I'll do one with me. You know how
I'll
we do
do
dark
one.
side in the
I
building.
might do
One?
one. I
Oh,
might do
one.
one.
It's the
What?
dark side right here.
Dark side.
Y'all dangerous.
I joined dark
The
And
dark
it's-
side ain't
and-
never been safe.
And
You
no,
already
that's
knew
true.
that.
And as somebody reminded me
Look.
last week, come on, Rose, stop fronting. You know that your original dark side.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
sure. I'm sure by the voice you could tell who that
Well,
was.
well, I'm-
Yes,
Yeah.
or bro.
Yeah. No, that ain't my bro. That is not my bro.
Yes, it is.
No, it is not.
That's
We
our
may
bro.
be original dark side members, but that is not my bro.
Am I still a hang around, or am I a part of dark side yet?
Listen, I don't know. You
Wait.
jumped in dark
Then
side
had
when we were in the basement.
initiation thing. Then
Oh,
we
yeah,
did-
yeah.
When we were in the basement at Freddy's, or maybe at Puma's. But either
Yeah,
way,
you
like
like-
by Freddy's, you was definitely
Is
in.
that everybody at Freddy's was dark side.
Yeah.
There was no
Yeah.
getting out of none of that.
Well, speaking of dark side, I'm glad you guys are
And
here
on
because we're
crib.
celebrating Toucan's birthday one more time. So
Oh, happy
too.
birthday.
yeah, stay tuned.
Toucan.
We're gonna go have some birthday drinks and
Shots.
celebrations, and tune in to the Glockaware Radio Show at 8 p.m. with Toucan
Yep.
Sam and Shab Bananas. Till next week with
Peace.
Art Therapy. Bye.
Yeah.